The window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
This is your year to win way more than bragging rights. At Warhorse Casino, your love of the game could earn you serious cash. The Pro Football Frenzy is free to play with cash prizes all season long, like up to $1,000 weekly, with your chance at $1 million, all while earning tier points and comp points every time you place a sports bet. Only at Warhorse Casino. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
At Riddles Jewelry, we know there are moments in life when you realize this is what it's all about. And you wish you could hold on to that feeling forever. This is why we've made jewelry our passion for 65 years. This holiday season, find the perfect gift with savings up to 50%. Riddles Jewelry, family owned since 1959.
Located in Lincoln at the Gateway Mall.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
When we're building homes for people, we're really trying to advise on the things that are going to create value so that when they go to sell it, they're going to have equity so that they can go build their second home.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
You know, the year has been a great year for Aspen Builders. We have had many repeat customers. We've been very blessed with great office staff, with great employees, and great subcontractors. We worked with a lot of new people building their dream home. We've built some great relationships. A lot of those relationships will continue. We'll be building them another new home down the road. So I'd like to take this time to wish all of our past customers and our future customers a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Make your dream a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your dream home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Tired of asking what's for dinner? Nourished for Life has got you covered. At Nourished, they're a local meal prep company that delivers fresh, chef-crafted, healthy meals straight to your door. Made from wholesome ingredients and ready when you are. No shopping, no chopping. Just heat, eat, and enjoy every night of the week. Fuel your busy days with balanced meals that are designed to keep you satisfied and energized. Visit nourishedforlife.co to purchase meals and taste the convenience of home-cooked comfort without the hassle.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Did you know that deer collisions are covered under the comprehensive portion of your car insurance? That means, like with hail damage or vandalism, since they are out of your control, they don't usually raise your insurance rates. And that's a good thing, since most deer don't carry liability insurance. At Eustace Body Shop, we fixed all kinds of animal collision damage, from cows to raccoons, bobcats, and even turkeys. We can't do much for the animal, but we can get your car back on all fours and looking like new again.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today. We'll see mostly sunny skies with a light breeze. Afternoon high around 50. Tonight, clear skies, calm winds, below around 27. And tomorrow, we'll see partly sunny skies and light winds, mild temperatures, an afternoon high near 55. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fletcher from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2.
Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert. Former football national champion, speaker, and author Aaron Davis.
Pain is a teacher if you use it. And the lessons in the carnage of pain sometimes are elusive. They hide, they're stealth. The work is finding the lessons through the pain. There's always a message in the mess. Depends on if we want to get dirty and look for it.
Nick Sainert.
Driving left side is Boyer, picks up his dribble, looking for some help, decides to go up strong with it, and the layup will rattle home. Jack Riley picks the pocket of B.J. Bradford up the floor to Jack Hostrider. Watch out! Mafisi in the lane, kicks it out. 3-ball, Townsley, right wing, it's good!
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, welcome to this magnificent Monday. It is December 15th. There are 10 days left until Christmas. It's sneaking up on us, as they always say. Swim Good Morning, a.k.a. One Time, a.k.a. One Lane, a.k.a. The Rain Man, a.k.a. He Does What He Wants.
That's not
because
true.
my name is Nick Sainert.
That's true. We got to stop this narrative out there.
It's the truth. Swim.
No, it is not the truth, and you know it's not the
just
truth.
Got back from the land of Texas, where they do everything bigger in Texas except win games.
Yeah, they
Boy.
did not win last night.
Oh,
I got
my
out. I
goodness.
got out before they had to worry about the Minnesota Vikings. So I tell you what, though, I was at the airport yesterday. My flight landed shortly before 7:00,
mm-hmm.
and there were a lot of Aggie fans getting ready to go back on my very same plane, back on down to DFW. Because what I found out, and I mean, this is common, they just run the same plane back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
And there were a lot of Aggies fans enjoying some brewskis up at the Omaha airport last night.
And you know what? We're going to dive into that at 9:30, but and much deserved. To do what they did. We'll get into the ladies, of course, but hey, that was a tough one last night. I mean, my blood pressure pills, I needed to pop a few extras during that game for them to survive 3 match sets and still get it into that deciding 5th set, which, A&M simply just outplayed Nebraska. You just, when you lose like that, you just tip your hat. It sucks. It's brutal, but they beat you. That's just the bottom line. They beat you.
Yeah, it was. And I mean, there are other factors. I mean, that played into it. Nebraska not being able to really turn to Andy Jackson. I mean, that's an All-American type of player that Nebraska had to have on their bench just because of off day. There's a lot of other stuff going on that's out of their control, in all honesty. And so we'll dive into that throughout the course of the show. AD, big game for you tonight against the Miami Dolphins.
Not really.
Not a big game.
It is, but it'll depend on if the offense of Pittsburgh thinks it's a big game or not.
Okay.
The defense, obviously, not going to have TJ Watt. He's got a collapsed lung, so he will not be playing.
Okay. It's not just an opt-out or anything. It's actually hurt.
Oh, he was in the hospital.
Okay.
Yeah, he was in the hospital, man. Collapsed lung. It happened Thursday, I believe, in practice, and they rushed him into the hospital quick. Got that looked out and taken care of. So yeah, he's not going to be playing tonight. Maybe, and I don't know the prognosis how long, but he's definitely not playing tonight. I'm hoping it's about 8 degrees in the second half. I think kickoff's 18 at Acrisure Stadium there in the Berg. But yeah, the Pittsburgh's got to get this game, man. They got to win. The Dolphins are not a horrible team. Their record, I mean, you are what your record is, but there's some games they probably should have got, but we'll dive into that as well. So just overall, tell us what you did in Dallas, man. I want to hear, because you obviously had a great time, because I didn't hear from you.
I know you got mad at me.
I know, I'm not even mad.
I looked at my text message this morning after you called me. And
I just want to make sure you were back, because I sent you a text at 8:08 yesterday morning. Nada.
Well, I was asleep.
For the whole day?
Pretty close.
I was asking Abe, is your flight on time? We good? Nothing. And then I was like, you know what? I ain't heard from the dude. I need to make sure. Maybe I need to send the rundown to maybe Bach.
Yeah.
Maybe Austin. I said, because my co-host is not returning my text.
I know. I'm sorry. No, it was good.
Obviously.
Friday night. And went to a work Christmas party. Had to go to a Christmas. It was good. It was interesting.
What made it interesting?
My competitive side showed out a little bit. I had to. We played some games, and there was just some interesting details there.
So one that kind of rubbed you the wrong
Oh
way?
no,
type,
not at all,
or-
not at all, not at all, not at all. I just had to.
What games were played?
Well, like I don't know. There's just normal holiday party games, like stupid stuff, but competitive sides come out and things like that. I don't like to lose, and so I met all these people for one of the, sometimes the first time, most of them for the second or third time, and they saw a different side of me when the shoe dropped, and so yeah, that happened. It was good. Went to a great underground speakeasy on Friday night. Did that on Friday. Saturday, didn't really do a whole lot. Just ended up going downtown Dallas Farmers Market. I was watching the Nebraska basketball game from the Dallas Farmers Market on Saturday morning.
That's a cool
Saturday
spot,
afternoon.
too.
It was a great spot. Did that. Went out to dinner. Had a good time. Went to the famous Post Malone Raising Cane's down in Dallas. It's all blue inside. I'm a big Post Malone guy.
Yeah.
So ended up doing that. And then yesterday just woke up and got to the airport, and here we are.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's a great trip.
Unfortunately did not get to text you back. So
it was I was just like, well, it must be one hell of
stop,
a trip.
Stop.
I was
you texted me at 8 a.m.
yesterday morning.
I know.
I was coming back from Farrell's and going to the other gym. I was like, I'm kind of making sure Swim's okay. I'm like, I ain't heard nothing from this dude, man.
Well, here you want to honestly know the truth is it was so nice outside down there. It was 78 degrees on Friday.
So when it's nice out, you can't return
I
texts.
didn't have my phone with me.
Oh, from
I went
8 o'clock yesterday until this morning when I called you about 7:30. 24 hours.
I think what happened yesterday morning was I woke up, I read your text, and then
screw that guy.
We talked about it. I read your text, or we read your text. The notification pops away, or it goes away, and then you forget that somebody texted you. There'll be a day, AD.
No, just let me
there'll
finish.
be a time
Just let me
where I
finish.
text you and you won't text back, and I'm going to go
let me
absolutely
finish.
unhinged
No,
on you.
let me finish. I'm just going to tell you, I totally get it. When you're
Okay.
on the road, dude, I got to flip you some stuff.
I absolutely.
When you're on the road, a billion things happen. You're basically on vacation. You're kicking it.
Yeah.
My only thing was, I'm glad I heard from you this
Well,
morning.
the worst part, I mean, what made everything worse was Thursday night. We decided to close down Omaha.
Bro.
That's what we decided to do, and so it turned from out in Omaha until like 3 a.m. on Thursday night. Came back to Lincoln, and then came back to Lincoln. Had to be up back in the Omaha airport at 6:30.
We'll talk off air.
Yeah, we do.
I got
we
some
do.
questions about that one. I got some questions about
We do,
that one.
Anyway, so how was your weekend?
My weekend
Was it eventful?
My weekend was very non-eventful, and I like it like that. Friday night, big shout out to Anthony Goins, man, my boy, big brother, mentor. Anthony Goins, he's one of the owners of Capital Cigar Lounge. It was his birthday on Friday, so met a ton of people shooting happy birthday. You got the sun right in your eyes right
Yeah,
now.
things
That
are
is
great.
not ideal.
Things are great.
So yeah, that's gonna wake you up.
Yeah. Oh, I'm here.
So it was a big shout out to Tony Goins, man. It was birthday, so got to hang out with those guys and a bunch of folks I hadn't seen in a while, so that was cool. Then on Saturday, man, just had some Zoom calls with my business partner Saturday morning, and of course the Nebraska game, which we are going to definitely dive into. We got a special guest, former Nebraska great basketball player, that'll be joining us at 10 a.m. So you definitely want to stay with us and keep riding with us until 10. Historic win by Nebraska, first time in school history, of course. Nebraska starts the season off at 11-0 with the win in Champaign. We'll talk about that as well. But then yesterday, Nick, man, I mean, church yesterday morning, man, and watched the ladies at 11 beat the dog smoke out of Illinois State.
Yeah.
Illinois State, interesting thing since we're diving into them right now.
Yeah.
It is the first public university in the state of Illinois.
Is it really?
First public. It's in Normal, Illinois.
Okay.
Down by Peoria, I believe, in Bloomington area, but it's about an hour and 15 minutes southwest of Chicago.
Whoa.
But I looked that up. I was like, where? Because I had no idea where the heck Illinois State was at.
I didn't even know. I honestly did not even know that it was. I mean, I knew obviously it was in Illinois. I didn't know it was the first public
I didn't
university.
either. I didn't know where it was at in Illinois. Because Illinois's got a lot of colleges.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Kansas. There's a lot of, obviously Kansas got a lot of community colleges. But
Absolutely.
I was like, where is this Illinois State at? So I obviously did some Google.
Yeah.
First public university in the sate of Illinois.
Jeez.
I was not expecting that.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Nebraska took care of them. Nick, that game yesterday was Illinois State started off somewhat aggressive.
Yeah.
What you expect? UNO did the same thing. We know what happened, obviously with that game. But Nebraska basketball, the ladies are taking care of business, man. Trying to get down to my notes here a little bit. And I'm sure you didn't watch that. That game was on Big Ten Plus. I'm sure you did not watch that game.
I kept tabs on it. Thank you very much. Illinois State only had 2 points in the first quarter.
First lowest total in Nebraska opponent's history that they ever held somebody to 2 points.
Yeah, I think there was one time back in 2017 they allowed just 1 point in a quarter. But yeah, either way, very, very low. Here's the deal, AD. How about Nebraska just are the basketball programs, man?
They are. It's
like big picture wise,
it's historic.
Yeah,
it's historic. We haven't seen anything like this. The ladies stayed perfect at 11-0, the 85-44 win. Nebraska now has scored 80+ points in 11 straight games. That is a school record for the women.
All 11 of their wins.
Absolutely. They put on a clinic defensively, Nick, from the opening tip. 2 points in the first quarter. That is the fewest points that's ever allowed in an opening quarter. From what I understand.
In an opening quarter.
Yeah, an opening quarter. The fewest points allowed. They jumped to a 21-2 lead. And I got to be honest with you, Nick. I kind of started doing other things in the second half. I watched the second quarter.
Yep.
And then I started just watching football. I have the basketball game on my iPad, but I'm like, dude, they were up 38 points at one point, 35, 30. I'm like, okay, this is done.
Wow.
But Bozen, she had 14 points.
So hold on. Here's a question. Now, I'm not going to put you on the spot.
No, I want you to put me on the spot.
Okay. If Nebraska football was up by 30, would you stop watching?
Yep.
No,
on a Sunday?
AD.
On a Sunday?
Aaron Davis.
You said what now?
If Nebraska football was up 30 points, would you stop watching?
I think that's apples and oranges. I didn't play for Nebraska women's basketball.
Okay, that's a good point. You didn't.
Yeah,
okay.
I think that's apples and oranges. I would still keep watching the women. Yeah, I would keep. I mean, the men. I would still keep watching the men football team.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Brent Prince, 13 points, 6 bounds, 6 assists. You mucklehead. I said you mucklehead. Amaya Hargrove, 11 off the bench. And Nick, I'm gonna say this, man. I know you didn't watch the game, and you were gone, no doubt. You didn't watch the game. Did I emphasize that?
Yeah.
Maupin dropped in 11.
The game. Which one's worse?
Yeah. I went to the party and did the Irish pie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Hargrove, anyway. It's just Swim. This team is just like I said. They overpowered this opponent. They're going to be tested. The game that you and I are going to when they play
That's
USC,
right.
December 29th, 2 p.m.
We're going.
But bench production keeps separating. Hargrove, 7 quarter first points. Petrie, Johnson, Williams all chipped in 7. Depth continues to be a major strength. Nebraska shot 52.9% from the field, won the rebounding battle 42-30, held Illinois State to 29.6% shooting, 1 of 10 from the 3. Now, Nick, check this out. This is on the rim perimeter. Lincoln native Dania Washington, 9 rebounds, 5 blocks, 0 points, but just was a protector in the paint. So let me ask you this, man. This isn't just an undefeated start. This is a disciplined, deep, defensively tough Nebraska team that's checking all the boxes. And I want to get to something you said last week, and Austin, during his Austin analysis, chipped into this.
Yeah.
You mentioned the past 4 years, everything ran through, of course, Markowski, as it should. This team just seems a lot more fluid, though.
Yeah, I think they're able to play exactly where what they want to do, because their strengths is in their guards and their ball handlers, and that just is right up Nebraska's alley. I think. The other piece is we have to understand that they haven't necessarily been tested dramatically yet, right? Mm-hmm. Creighton is usually a game that you point to on the schedule and go, okay, yeah, that's a game Nebraska is going to be tested. That's a Creighton program that's made it deeper into the NCAA tournament that frankly Nebraska has the last couple of years as well. But Creighton is not your usual, women's Blue Jays team this season as they have been in the past. So Nebraska beats them by 30. Now you got to beat the opponents you're supposed to beat in the fashion you're supposed to beat them in. And Nebraska's done that on the floor. But while bench production is great in the Big Ten Conference against like-minded opponents, you're going to need your stars to be your stars, right? And I don't think there's a ton of concern with like Britt Prince not showing up in the moment, right? Or Callan Hake not showing up in the moment. But like you look at last night, right? And on a normal day, you're going to see maybe some players play more and some players play less. But when you're up at the end of the third quarter by, how many I can go, when you're up at the third quarter, 62-35, when you're up going into the fourth quarter, 62-35, you're not going to leave your starters out there for a good chunk. So when you look at the box score and you see, okay, a lot of bench players are playing 17 minutes, 20 minutes, 18 minutes, 17 minutes. Well, then, yeah, sure. Like, it's easy for us to sit here in games like this. Yeah, I'd say, yeah, the depth is really good. Don't get it twisted. When they play USC on the 29th, or when they go to UCLA later this season, they're going to need their stars to be their stars.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. They're going to have to play big minutes, and they will go deep into those games. And as you mentioned, they really have not been tested yet this year for an entire game. They've had stints when they maybe hit a few, went drought for a little bit, but overall they have controlled this 11 games. But they're doing what they're supposed to do. They're doing
100%.
what a team in the top 25 should be doing, beating the inferior opponents that are on your schedule. And as we all know, that will be changed on the 29th. And Nick, I like the way that it'll be changed because you need tests during the season. You need to have, like you mentioned, you need to go full throttle sometime and figure out what you're made of, what the engine looks like when you're under pressure. And so they will find that. Derek in the car, good morning to you, brother. He goes, good morning, drivers. Great weekend for sports. Husker men and women beat basketball wins. Navy beat Army. Chargers got out of KC with a win. And KC, boy, we'll talk NFL tomorrow, but boy, first time since 2014 that the Chiefs are not in the postseason, will not be in the postseason. And a huge, obviously, loss with Mahomes with the ACL injury, obviously wishing him the best for the speedy recovery. Now AD and Nick to break it all down for us. What could be any better? Derek, appreciate you, my good brother. IQ Crew says, on behalf of Rav's Roadies, I've got 4 words. How about them Broncos?
Yeah, right.
Oh, you know what, IQ Crew? I am happy for you. I'm happy for Rav because this Bronco teams, man, they are showing they're legit. You knock off both last year's Super Bowl contenders, teams in the Philadelphia Eagles, as well as the Chiefs, and they took care of the Packers yesterday as well. So we'll discuss that a lot more. Really want to break down Denver with you tomorrow, Nick, and get your input on that. But again, these Husker ladies, man, I love Denver. These Husker ladies are taking care of business around the rim. Nick, let me ask you this, man. You know, with their schedule that they have coming up, obviously I know they got a little break here that's coming up. It's not much of a break, but it's a little bit of break. And I asked Austin this too.
Yeah.
And he gave some good insight on the Austin analysis. What are the blind spots you would see if there were 1 or 2 blind spots with the women's basketball team? What would those be, in your opinion?
Oh man, I think it's tough. I like the layup answer, but layup. It's easy, I think, to maybe knock once again is in the big moments who, in addition to Britt Prince, who's taking the shot, right? I think that's the big that's a big question for you. You look at the roster and you can't knock experience, right? Because Petrie's a junior, Logan Nisley's a junior. You brought in Haley Weaver from Northwestern, who's a grad transfer. You bring Callan Hake back. You bring in Eliza Maupin. Britt Prince played a lot of basketball last year. You can't knock experience on this team. I think it's in addition to Britt Prince, who's going to be number 2 for you consistently, who's going to be number 2. I think Callan Hake has that ability for Nebraska. But once again, the Big Ten in women's basketball, the conference is a gauntlet. And especially Nebraska, we're going to learn a lot. They get Cal Baptist, I believe, next Sunday at 11. They get Cal Baptist. So they'll be 12-0 going into the big one on the 29th. But then it's, if I remember correctly, it's USC and then at Iowa, and then UCLA is in like January 11th at home. You're going to get tested right out of the gate. And I think by the middle of January, we're going to know, okay, is this the prototypical Nebraska women's basketball team took advantage of a light and easy non-con schedule? They'll play in March. No worries. Like, they're going to make the NCAA tournament, but is this a team that can maybe go farther than they did last year and get out of the round of 64?
Swim, as we go to break here, to your point, to kind of read off Nebraska women's basketball schedule. Of course, they got Cal Baptist on the 21st this Sunday at 11 a.m. at Pinnacle Bank. But then, like you mentioned, Nick, on the 29th at 2 p.m., Southern Cal. January 1st at Iowa. January 4th, 2 p.m., Purdue at home. January 8th in Indiana, 7 p.m. game. And then Sunday the 11th, UCLA at Pinnacle Bank at 6 p.m. So the season is kind of like Merry Christmas. It's time to get busy. It's time to get busy. Folks, when we come back, we're going to talk Nebraska volleyball going down last night in John Cook Arena, which was a heck of a game. I mean, it just they put it all out there. My heart goes out for those gals because, their goal was a national championship, not to to come short of going to the Final Four. So, but again, I tip I had to Texas A&M. We'll talk about that when we come back. Folks, it's Monday. It's The Drive, 937 a ticket.
This is your year to win way more than bragging rights. At Warhorse Casino, your love of the game could earn you serious cash. The Pro Football Frenzy is free to play with cash prizes all season long, like up to $1,000 weekly, with your chance at $1 million, all while earning tier points and comp points every time you place a sports bet. Only at Warhorse Casino. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at WindowWorldLincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Big value and big flavor meet at Wings and Rings thanks to the all-new delicious Duo Combo. This is the one you've been waiting for. Get one half-sized appetizer and 2 entrees with a side for only $19.99. Bring a friend for the best deal in town on any day of the week, during game time, or whenever the heck you want. Their made-to-order wings and chicken sandwiches are waiting for you at their 68th and O and 40th and Old Cheney locations. Stop by Wings and Rings and celebrate every day with the best meal deal in town. Tired of asking what's for dinner? Nourished for Life has got you covered. At Nourished, they're a local meal prep company that delivers fresh, chef-crafted, healthy meals straight to your door. Made from wholesome ingredients and ready when you are. No shopping, no chopping. Just heat, eat, and enjoy every night of the week. Fuel your busy days with balanced meals that are designed to keep you satisfied and energized. Visit nourishedforlife.co to purchase meals and taste the convenience of home-cooked comfort without the hassle.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mostly sunny skies with a light breeze. An afternoon high around 50. Tonight, clear skies, calm winds, below around 27. And tomorrow, we'll see partly sunny skies and light winds and mild temperatures. An afternoon high near 55. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fletcher from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
At Koppel, during the holidays, we take time to cherish our terrific staff, community, and loyal customers that continue to drive that money-saving mile to Louisville, Nebraska. Hi, this is Sean Callahan. I can proudly say I bought my car at Koppel. If you are in the area, I invite you to stop by Koppel Chevrolet GMC's offices in Louisville or check them out online at koppelcars.com. On behalf of Koppel Chevrolet GMC, Merry Christmas and safe travels to all.
Husker fans watch women's basketball, so we can't wait to see you in the stands at Pinnacle Bank Arena this season. Single game tickets start at just $12, making it easier than ever to watch the Huskers from the best seat in the house. Don't miss your chance to witness the energy, the hustle, and the heart of this team live in PBA. Huskers watch women's basketball, so get your tickets now at huskers.com/tickets. Go Big Red. 93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, where your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contests, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe. Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainer. Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, folks, we're back on this magnificent Monday. Hope your Monday is off to a great start. I'm sure Pete Ferguson, yours isn't. My boy Pete. Pete, I love you. When Pete texted in earlier, he goes, keep the Dallas Cowboys name out your mouth.
Yeah.
Well, they keep winnings out of their mouth as well, so I guess we're even, Pete. I don't know, man. Dallas is they're an enigma to me, Nick. I don't understand Dallas at all, man.
Think about it. They had a chance. They had a chance to make some noise a couple of weeks ago if they could have beaten the Detroit Lions, and they would have been in better playoff position. And now they're in no position. So
is Nick, let me ask you, is this just Dallas being typical Dallas, though?
I don't know.
Underachieving?
Sure. Yeah, I think so.
And I get it as a Steelers, but I mean, with all the weapons that Dallas has, I just don't get it. I don't get it.
I also wonder how good the coach is. Like the coach was.
That's legit.
It was a weird transition.
That's legit
for Dallas to go from Mike McCarthy to Schottenheimer. So it's just really interesting to think about because it wasn't very splashy. It was an internal hire. You just wonder, I think, sometimes if they once again kind of dig their own grave.
The thing about it, Swim, you lost against a team that's not even going to the playoffs.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
they're 6-8.
I know.
And I'm not saying much because Pittsburgh messed around and lose tonight against
the Dolphins.
But I get it. But I ain't screaming "We them boys" all the time.
That's true. They are obnoxious. They are obnoxious.
I know Pittsburgh is a sometimesy team.
It was interesting. So you drive past Arlington to get to to the airport
from
where I was at, and my flight left about 4:45, 5 o'clock yesterday. So I'm driving up there, 3:30 or whatever to get to the airport, and we pass. I pass AT&T Stadium, and it's on my right hand side. There was nobody pulling up. There was nobody there. I'm telling you, apathy, baby. People didn't care. People don't care.
Nick, I think you bring up a good question, though. Well, obviously, we're going to get a lot to NFL tomorrow. Folks, this segment is brought to you by Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services. He's been a well-respected rep since 1999. Can help protect your family, your home, your vehicle, even your future. Give Jack a call today at 402-421-9100 or visit one of his 2 locations in Lincoln or in Seward and learn how Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services can help you. Swim. Woke up this morning. It still sucked that Nebraska volleyball lost, man. That was a tough one. I mean, a record-setting season, historical season, and to come up short the way they did was rough. Just your initial thoughts on the game yesterday?
Yeah, I was surprised. I mean, I think sometimes this is once again what I kind of talked about earlier. A couple of weeks ago, we just kind of pencil them in for the Final Four, and we just expect them. We're looking at man, this season. Sure, the 33-0 is great, but that darn one loss that kept you out of the out of the Final Four is the big one. I never play the excuse game. I never want to sit here and say, oh, this was the reason Nebraska lost. Texas A&M had a really, really special game plan, and they were physical and they were something that really Nebraska hadn't seen, I think, since Kentucky at the start of the year, where that was also a match that Nebraska had to come back and reverse sweep the Wildcats back at the start of the year. And so it's really, really difficult because there's going to be a lot of conversations from the fan base about DBK. And like, we got some texts and we got some comments on our YouTube stream and stuff already about how DBK needs to be more like John Cook. And I would actually argue that that's not necessarily the case. I think when you look at yesterday, there were a lot of things that kind of went into it. Some players, I know for a fact, key players were under the weather, and it was pretty serious stuff that they still had to play. One of your backup setters has a broken pinky. There's Andy Jackson has 5 errors and 6 swings. Like that was an All-American that Nebraska felt like, you know what, she might be better on the bench today than out there. Ali Check hurts herself in pregame. That's a transfer
on a ball.
That's a transfer portal piece, excuse me, that you specifically brought in to provide experience on the outside. Like that's a big left-handed swing. Like there's a lot here. Once again, never an excuse, because Texas A&M and their coach has a lot of history with USA Volleyball. We talked about it on, what day would that have been? Thursday, where if Nebraska plays Louisville in the Elite Eight, there's going to be some scouts that DBK would have on her former players at Louisville. Well, the Texas A&M head coach through USA Volleyball had a lot of knowledge and scouts and had a lot of ideas on how to potentially defend players like Harper Murray and Rebecca Alec. And like, that's just because they have experience there. And so this was just a really, really, really fun volleyball match. 37-35 in set 4 is crazy. And Nebraska just didn't get it done. That's as simple as it is.
Nick, I like your analysis, but also I haven't got a chance to do this. I want to publicly say congratulations to you for being the voice of this season's Love Volleyball, man. So, folks, many of you didn't know that.
No.
But as I was listening to you break it down, and Nick, you've been blessed with a gift.
Thank you.
This is your craft. This is something you are very good at. I learned a lot from him. Put all the bull crap that we tease each other with, but man, that's a heck of an accomplishment at 24 years old to be the voice of Love Volleyball.
Thanks.
And just listen to you expound on it. It just shows why that you are and why they see what all of us see. I can't say I can only speak for myself, but obviously there's more than just me. But congrats on that, man. That's one heck of an accomplishment and endeavor, bro. But Nick, what you broke down, man, it's so true. And I'm going to say this though: perfect seasons are rare. They're very rare to have what Nebraska did, especially the pace of volleyball, the length of volleyball, the number of games, etc. But an effort like that, the resilience like that, Nebraska saw 3 set matches to where they could have been done. It's even rare. But Nebraska, in my opinion, you guys, they didn't lose who they are Sunday. They showed who they were. And they showed resilience. Did you win the game? Absolutely not. At the end of the day, you didn't. The mission was not accomplished. And I know DBK and the players would say the same thing. Their body language and comments said as much as well. However, they showed who they were. They could have easily said, you know what, we're down 0-2. And this ain't Creighton. You know what I'm saying? This is not Kentucky. This team, Texas A&M, to your point, Nick, they came in there, and someone of the texters said it beautifully. I want to make sure I don't miss this. Big B, I think this is perfect. A&M did to Nebraska what Nebraska did to everyone they played this year. A&M looked more physical and played aggressively. They got us. Next year starts now. GB, go Big Red. Big B, I think you're spot on in that they came out aggressive. And Nick, they were not intimidated by any stretch of the imagination. In fact, their head coach says we're not scared of them, and they played like it.
Yeah.
When a team beats you like that, Swim, I simply say, you know what? Yeah, it sucks. But there's an old thing that we had, the prayer that we would say before game, and cheer as the winners go by, and it sucks. But when you play at a high level and you're trying to get punch your ticket to that Final Four, that's what you got to expect to happen. Kind of a quick breakdown. Nebraska, obviously, 33-0 perfect season, ends with a 5-set thriller. A&M wins 3-2. One of the most dramatic matches, Swim, that I've ever watched in my lifetime of watching volleyball. Texters, let us know what your feelings are on that, what you felt. Nebraska was pushed, and they did push back. They were down 2-0. Faced 3 match points in the fourth, forced a 5th set after a 37-35 marathon, and that is championship resilience.
I think you could just tell also in the 4th set. I mean, Nebraska struggled to close them out. And that's something that, once again, to Big B's point on the text line, to what we kind of just talked about, that was, I'm sure that there was some caution on that Texas A&M sideline or bench, where as Nebraska wins set 4, you're sitting there thinking, oh man, like, Nebraska is one of the toughest teams to close out. Like, it's just the case. And you know, I get it that we have these ungodly expectations on Nebraska volleyball, that it's national championship and bust every year. And this is not me trying to sit here and go, don't be disappointed, don't be pissed off, don't be annoyed, and don't be mad. I just think that yesterday, I mean, what's more, there's a lot of pressure here going into next year, and here's why. I mean, unfortunately, you've had now very many opportunities, as many as possible, to at least get to the Final Four. The last 2 years in the Final Four, and in this core, you look at championship groups, and we've talked about this off air, but it feels very important that now, you know, Rebecca Alec will graduate and she'll move on, and she won't have a national championship. And that's like the crowning achievement for these players. They're at the pinnacle of volleyball. They are. And the crowning achievement is to win a national title. And now you look at next year's senior class, and it's the core of Lainey Choboy, Andy Jackson, Harper Murray, Bergen Riley. I mean, we're talking about consistent player of the year candidates, consistent first team All-Americans, consistent all Big Ten players. And this is just the natural pressures of it is you want to get at least one title out of that core.
You do. So I'm glad you mentioned that. Obviously, you're going to lose Alec next year. You're going to lose Ali Sheck next year. But other than that, I mean, you've got pretty much, you know, obviously Taylor Landfair, she's going to be gone next year as well. Then we got to consider too the portal.
Yeah.
You know, that's just a realistic thing.
Absolutely.
That's just a realistic thing.
And not so much about Nebraska.
And it give it, then it take it.
Well, yeah, and not necessarily that Nebraska loses players.
No.
It's more so about where do they sense holes. There were also a lot of bright spots in last night's match, where Nebraska has 2 freshmen that are going to be really good players for the Huskers going forward. We already knew what Terea Sigler could do for Nebraska going forward, but I mean, you talk about Obeche, and there's a lot of things to be excited about going forward for the Huskers. Now, does it suck? Absolutely. And once again, is we got told on the YouTube stream, difference between Cook and DBK is the discipline. I think you talk to people internally, and there is a different sense of energy, and that doesn't mean bad energy, that I think DBK brings to John Cook. And we do not fall into the trap of playing the comparison game. Do not fall into the trap of playing the comparison game between the two, because it's just not, it's not realistic. And Nebraska has their next head coach. I mean, she's here, and she's not going anywhere. You're 33-1, for goodness sakes. Like, think about what we're talking about. Have these expectations in volleyball. It's good, but also understand why they lost. And it's much more than just to sit up here and say, well, DBK needs to be more like John Cook.
Crowbait, good morning. Says I was at home pacing the whole game. They just had our number. Crowbait, I agree with you. Rod in South Lincoln, good morning to you, brother. Age 62 was the first team Nebraska played this year that matched up to our middles. We didn't know how to handle it because we haven't played a team like that this year. It's all about matchups in the big tournament. We did not match up well with A&M. And I tell you what, Rod, Nebraska, I mean, like I said, A&M, they played with physicality and an extremely athletic team. And I mean, all across the court, they were physically just there, man. And they were not going to be denied. And they came out like that way too, Swim. You know what I'm saying? They came out with vengeance. They came out with fire, and they withstood the surges that Nebraska brought in, including the amazing volleyball atmosphere, the national audience, and the pundits kept saying, what an environment.
I was just going to say, give a lot of credit to A&M because it's not easy to go into a road environment, nonetheless, the pinnacle of volleyball, and show poise. I mean, and they did consistently.
Derek in the car. Newsflash, Husker Nation. We have the best volleyball program in the country, top to bottom. We have the best coaching staff. We have the premier athletes, 2D to every position. Could not be more proud of their accomplishments this season. Think about it. 33-1, and the near comeback was remarkable. Coach will strike gold in the portal with just 1 or 2 pieces. Can't wait till next season, GBR. GBR, indeed. When we come back, we got a history. At the top of the hour, we got a former Husker great basketball player that'll be calling in at 10 a.m. Keep riding with us on this magnificent morning. It's The Drive.
It's the holiday season. Time for work parties, friend get-togethers, and family gatherings, which means lots of eating. Maybe you think you've perfected your holiday meals, and maybe you have no idea where to even start. Let's fix that right now. No holiday party is complete without Führer's cheese spread. It goes well with any type of cracker, pretzels, apples, chili, vegetable, chips, and of course, it's perfect to pair with wine or beer. Holiday meals aren't complete until Führer's cheese spread is on the table. Find your own container at your nearest local grocery store today.
Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Mike Smith, founder of The Bay. Join me every Tuesday from 5 to 6 p.m. for your weekly Disrupt, where me and local misfits will interrupt your drive time with this week's most interesting stories in sports, entrepreneurship, and culture. So tune in to your weekly Disrupt every Tuesday afternoon on 93.7 The Ticket, where disruption is just a phone call away.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mostly sunny skies with a light breeze and an afternoon high around 50. Tonight, clear skies, calm winds, below around 27. And tomorrow, we'll see partly sunny skies and light winds, mild temperatures, an afternoon high near 55. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fletcher from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Guess what you could be getting as a gift this year?
Another year of free oil changes?
Nope. I'll give you a clue. Onk, onk.
I don't know. 6 geese a laying?
No.
Vacuum cleaner?
Better. This has 4-wheel drive.
The Nebraska Lottery's Yuletide Ride promotion is back?
Yep. Until January 20th, I just enter non-winning Merry Money holiday scratch tickets online, and we could win an SUV.
We?
Sorry, you.
Merry Money top prize odds vary by game.
This is your year to win way more than bragging rights. At Warhorse Casino, your love of the game could earn you serious cash. The Pro Football Frenzy is free to play with cash prizes all season long, like up to $1,000 weekly, with your chance at $1 million, all while earning tier points and comp points every time you place a sports bet. Only at Warhorse Casino. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Husker fans watch women's basketball, so we can't wait to see you in the stands at Pinnacle Bank Arena this season. Single game tickets start at just $12, making it easier than ever to watch the Huskers from the best seat in the house. Don't miss your chance to witness the energy, the hustle, and the heart of this team live in PBA. Huskers watch women's basketball, so get your tickets now at huskers.com/tickets. Go Big Red.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
Are you tired of living in pain? At Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, they make it simple. From head to toe, spine to extremities, they've got you covered. Their multi-specialty team of experts in orthopedic surgery, plastic surgery, podiatry, physical therapy, and occupational therapy all work under one roof to get you back to living life pain-free. Don't wait another day. Visit prairie-ortho.com today or call them at 402-489-4700. Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, where healing begins.
Load up on meat and more this holiday season at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. Keep your eyes posted to the Mercado's social media pages for specific daily deals from now all the way through New Year's Eve on December 31st. Don't forget their other locations, now open at 30th and Yankee Hill and 84th and Old Cheney in Lincoln and 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town. Bagels & Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in December. Try one of their delicious breakfast sandwiches or grilled breakfast burritos. Don't forget to snag a gift card for stocking stuffers and bring your family in from out of town. With 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward, Bagels & Joe. For remote starters, audio upgrades, and more, there's only one place to go. Auto Sounds of Lincoln at 48th and O.
Now back to the drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainer. Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we're back with a quick history segmento. Josh Call says the Trev Alberts curse.
Hey, people were a little mad that he was in town this weekend.
Hey, man, that man can go where he wants to go.
Trev is in town. Scott is suing the Board of Regents.
Yeah, that.
What's your thoughts, AD? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
don't
comment.
Share. Don't share.
You know a statement that never gets you in trouble?
I haven't burned this bridge. Let me burn it.
You know what a statement that never gets you to have to retract anything? No comment.
Yeah, it's true.
No comment. Fifth. Dave Chappelle. Fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth.
Oh, man.
In Nebraska history in 2010, the left linebacker coach Mike Eckler.
Christmas money.
Trying to get some Christmas money.
Yeah. You got some gifts to pay for. You just sue the Regents.
You can't help yourself.
Sorry. Never forget when I saw him in Shields a couple months ago. Hey, he saw me, kept his head down.
Slim, stop it.
Sorry, I'll stop.
2010 linebacker coach Mike Eckler, our current special teams coach.
That is true.
Accepts the job as co-defensive coordinator at Indiana. Think about that. 15 years ago, Mike Eckler accepted the co-defensive coordinator job at Indiana. Eckler has been such a breath of fresh air, man, for not just special teams, the entire team. It's like that old saying, a rising tide lifts all boats, and Eckler has definitely done that. Nick, I would not be surprised. Let me retract that statement.
Yeah.
I would love to see him more active other than just special teams.
Absolutely agree. Yeah. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, I would love to see Mike more. It needs to be. The number of guys that have played under his tutelage that have now played on Sundays over the past 15 years is remarkable.
Yeah.
And you know what? When your body of work is great on Saturdays, but when your body of work continues on Sundays from guys that went under your tutelage, that says a lot in the resume.
Yeah.
You got any history, brother?
No, I was more so thinking about just the stuff that happened this last weekend of
talk to me
the history, and I'm so excited to talk about Husker hoops.
I can't.
AD as we
I'm gonna pass out.
Let's
I'm gonna pass.
We're done. Remember, we're done. We're done.
Hey, check this out. See, I like how you just control. You respond when you want to. You cut me off. You respond. Sometimes
Did you say what?
See, and then you sometimes respond to my text, but then when I see you in person, you just cut me off.
I was doing things.
Okay, now Saturday night, did you watch the Heisman Trophy?
I did.
I did not.
I
recorded it. They'll hear me out. Okay. I recorded. I'm like, I'm not watching, 2 hours worth of something I can watch in 15 minutes. Yeah. So I DVR'd it, rewounded it. I love the speech by Mendoza. Rewind. You know what rewind means?
I did.
DVR. Rewound it. Rewind. So now you're a speech pathologist now, right? Because you dated a speech pathologist. You want to start correcting my grammar? That's what we're doing right now. The etymology of the word pathology?
That is not what I'm saying. I did not get to listen to the speech.
Mendoza gave a great speech.
I was at the place we were all at dinner. We went out with a couple friends. We were at dinner, and on one TV, it was in the Indiana-Kentucky basketball game. The next TV, it was the Heisman Trophy.
I'm not reading that, David.
It was the Heisman Trophy ceremony. So
I'm not reading that, David.
Yeah. Anyway,
what I did, I was gonna call our group text.
Okay.
I was gonna put a recording message on there, and I was gonna do Gus, but I'm like, I'm not gonna do it.
There's no reason,
and I'm not gonna do it now. Yes. But when he said Mendoza, all I could hear was Gus in my head.
Yep.
And as Sizzle Bear said, 84 beers deep.
Yep. Yeah.
Nevertheless, Mendoza does win the Heisman Trophy. An amazing acceptance speech on Saturday night. So obviously it was great to see former Huskers Johnny Rodgers, Mike Rozier, and Eric Crouch on the stage as well. But I mean, goodness, Big Ten championship, Heisman Trophy, playoffs. Cignetti is doing Cignetti stuff, and it's just good to see Indiana, which has been just basically the doormat of college football, and just do it in literally less than 900 days.
Fernando Mendoza over the last 2 weeks has had some memorable clips. You'll remember this one after the Big Ten championship.
I want to give all the glory to God. We were never supposed to be in this position, but by the glory of God, the great coaches, great teammates, everyone we have around us, we were able to pull this off. Whoever thought the Hoosiers would be here, but now the Hoosiers are flipping champs. Let's go.
You guys call your...
I love the dude. I love him. His mom battles.
The Hoosiers
are flipping champs. Let's go.
They're flipping champs.
I love him. I love him. Mendoza wins the Heisman, gives a great speech, awards acceptance.
You were probably a Diego Pavia guy, aren't you?
Everybody's a little different. But no, that young man had a heck of a season too. A little different style, But I got to remember, he's 20, 21, 22. I'm 51. I had some different styles when I was that age too. Flat top, bibbies, coveralls with one of the coveralls things missing. It's a different thing, He's your age.
He is.
He's your age. You guys are.
You know who I thought should have won?
Who's that?
Notre Dame running back Jeremiah Love.
Oh, of course.
He was sitting there.
Of course. Well, how about play your bowl game? How about that?
Be careful what you ask for. Nebraska's got Utah coming up in 2 weeks.
That's wrong. That's dirty work. That's dirty work. We'll be back.
Who's more excited? It's the bowl game, and then it's Michigan State at home for Nebraska. We're a basketball school.
Guess what you could be getting as a gift this year?
Another year of free oil changes?
Nope. I'll give you a clue. Onk, onk.
I don't know. 6 geese a laying?
No.
Vacuum cleaner?
Better. This has 4-wheel drive.
The Nebraska Lottery's Yuletide Ride promotion is back?
Yep. Until January 20th, I just enter non-winning Merry Money holiday scratch tickets online, and we could win an SUV.
We?
Sorry, you.
Merry Money top prize odds vary by game.
All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320. Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in December. Try one of their delicious breakfast sandwiches or grilled breakfast burritos. Don't forget to snag a gift card for stocking stuffers and bring your family in from out of town. With 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward, Bagels and Joe.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Fairway has fresh cut meats, seafood, cheese, wine, and spirits, and a friendly staff that's always ready to help you find what you need. Stop by Fairway Meat Market today to plan your weekly meals in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn. Husker fans watch women's basketball, so we can't wait to see you in the stands at Pinnacle Bank Arena this season. Single game tickets start at just $12, making it easier than ever to watch the Huskers from the best seat in the house. Don't miss your chance to witness the energy, the hustle, and the heart of this team live in PBA. Huskers watch women's basketball, so get your tickets now at huskers.com/tickets. Go Big Red.
It's the holiday season. Time for work parties, friend get-togethers, and family gatherings, which means lots of eating. Maybe you think you've perfected your holiday meals, and maybe you have no idea where to even start. Let's fix that right now. No holiday party is complete without Führer's cheese spread. It goes well with any type of cracker, pretzels, apples, chili, vegetable, chips, and of course, it's perfect to pair with wine or beer. Holiday meals aren't complete until Führer's cheese spread is on the table. Find your own container at your nearest local grocery store today.
Looking to upgrade your equipment and keep cash in your pocket? Through December at Landmark Implement, choose from a 12-month waiver on model year 2023 through 2025 John Deere 6 through 9 series tractors, sprayers, and combines. Or lock in a 2.9% fixed rate for 36 months, followed by 6.35% for another 36 months. Visit your local Landmark Implement for more details or check us out at landmarkimp.com and experience the Landmark difference. At Koppel, during the holidays, we take time to cherish our terrific staff, community, and loyal customers that continue to drive that money-saving mile to Louisville, Nebraska. Hi, this is Sean Callahan. I can proudly say I bought my car at Koppel. If you are in the area, I invite you to stop by Koppel Chevrolet GMC's offices in Louisville or check them out online at koppelcars.com. On behalf of Koppel Chevrolet GMC, Merry Christmas and safe travels to all.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
MWR is dedicated to building attractive, affordable steel buildings that exceed your expectations. From commercial to residential to agriculture storage, steel buildings are cost-effective, attractive, and versatile. Plus, they're a lasting investment and an ideal choice. MWR uses Sentinel Building Systems out of Albion and can service you all over the state and region. If you have interest in a steel building, post-frame building, or fencing, give MWR a call today at 402-980-5273 or go to mwrbuildingandfence.com.
When we're building homes for people, we're really trying to advise on the things that are going to create value so that when they go to sell it, they're going to have equity so that they can go build their second home.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
You know, the year has been a great year for Aspen Builders. We have had many repeat customers. We've been very blessed with great office staff, with great employees, and great subcontractors. We worked with a lot of new people building their dream home. We've built some great relationships. A lot of those relationships will continue. We'll be building them another new home down the road. So I'd like to take this time to wish all of our past customers and our future customers a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Make your dream a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your dream home is waiting. at Aspen Builders.
Hi, Charlie Stone here, and it's that time of the year again. Time for the annual Happy Honda Days at Honda of Lincoln. With me on the line, Andy Goodyear, to tell us all about it.
The exciting news is we have more selection and more savings. We have over 400 new 2025 and 2026 Hondas to choose from, with a great opportunity to get year-end savings on every remaining new 2025.
Do you have some Happy Honda Days specials?
Sure do, Charlie. For example, you can lease a new 2025 Accord Sport Hybrid for just $349 a month, and we have financing from just 0% APR. We've also included over 125 pre-owned of all makes and models, and as always, our certified pre-owns are in this sale as well.
Well, maybe it's time you experience the best. The Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert. Former football national champion, speaker, and author Aaron Davis.
Pain is a teacher if you use it. And the lessons in the carnage of pain sometimes are elusive. They hide, they're stealth. The work is finding the lessons through the pain. There's always a message in the mess. Depends on if we want to get dirty and look for it.
Nick Sainert.
Driving left side is Boyer, picks up his dribble, looking for some help, decides to go up strong with it, and the layup will rattle home. Jack Riley picks the pocket of B.J. Bradford up the floor to Jack Hostreiter. Watch out! Mafisi in the lane, kicks it out. 3-ball, Townsley, right wing, it's good!
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, folks, we are back on this magnificent Monday. Still talking Nebraska, diving into Nebraska basketball. Still in shock, like I'm sure a lot of you are as well.
In a good way.
In a good way, as Nebraska goes into Champaign with their own campaign. 83-80. You like that, don't you, Nick?
I actually did. I did
Campaign
appreciate
with
that
Champaign.
one. I did appreciate that one.
They went and took care of business 83-80 with a butter smooth three-pointer by Jamarcus Lawrence. Reminds me of the guy that we have on because he did this shot to me and my buddies for years. Folks, we have on I knew that laugh was coming. Henry T. Buchanan, number 10 on his chest, number 1 in your heart. Big bro, how you doing this morning down in AZ?
What's up, AD, man? That's, I thought about that when you reached out to me. I was thinking about, some tough games that we had on the 3-on-3 and the size and the strength that y'all had against us and the battles that we had. And even though we were, probably the favorite, but y'all made it hard on us. And I just remember those days. I think y'all might have beat us one game. Did y'all ever get us?
We got you guys one time, Henry T., and it was at Southeast Community College. And you remember, because that was the first of, for years that you guys, it'd be us against you guys either in the finals or like quarterfinals or semifinals. Doug DuBose, Morgan Gregory. Who else would you have on your squad who play?
But you brought up Morgan, man. People don't realize how good that guy was as a basketball player. And people didn't realize that, KU was recruiting him for football, but also they were offering him a basketball opportunity as well.
Yes.
Back when they had Larry Brown. So this guy was that good in basketball. People didn't realize, and I still say he was and you may disagree because I didn't see all the basketball players, football players that played basketball, but I know Morgan, from the ones that I did see, he's the best. And, just from a basketball perspective, because his game was very smooth, fast, smart, played both ends. And man, that jumper.
He was deadly.
It was unbelievable.
Henry,
yes, he was.
The only guy that, and I could be missing some, just like you mentioned as well, we could be missing, but the only guy that jumps out to me that I would say those two are ones that are hands down, Morgan Gregory and Kenny Cheatham.
Yes, it was. And you know what? I talked to Kenny. He lives out here, and him and I have had a conversation. And he told me about his abilities. I never saw Kenny play, but I heard he was the truth.
He was the truth,
even
man.
Out here. Yeah,
Kenny was the
that's what I heard.
truth.
I never got a chance to see him.
Chief, he was the truth in football, basketball, and track. Kenny had scholarship offers in all three. He was.
Oh my goodness!
And Kenny was 6'4", 6'5". He could move around the court. He could play defense. He could play offense. He could block. I mean, he just had the whole package. Him and Morgan are the ones that just jump out the most to me as far as just basketball skills overall, man. But and you guys, Derek Vick would be on y'all squad too. Big Derek Vick.
Oh yeah, D Vick. Yeah, we always had. You know, I had that D Vick. Sometimes Bernard Day. But Shoecraft. Yes, we were. You know, Bo Reed.
Big
Bo. I had to have my Bo with me from time to time, and so we brought the heat now. And plus, you know what they did. What was so fun about that? Because we, Shoecraft and I, and D Vick, and from time to time, and Bernard, Bowles, and all those guys, we had a really good run for about 10 years, and that's counting state games, Hastings, 3-on-3s, you name it, Steady League.
You guys were you were hard to contend with, and the thing that you guys would always get us now physically, you guys were still strong and still big. We were just younger, so our engines, we didn't have as much tread, but the basketball IQ always got us in the end. You guys your basketball IQ was so high to where you'd make the extra pass. You'd give up a three and dump it down to Big Vic or Bo Reed or Bernard. And a lot of people forget how good Bernard Day was, how athletic Bernard was. We had no answers for him. As much as we tried, it would come down to basketball IQ. And regardless, experience usually beats youth at the end of the day, and you guys did that. Henry,
you know what? And I tell you what, AD, I talked to some guys out of Creighton, and they say the same thing. DeJuan Coles and guys like that played at Creighton, they had a chance to play against us not only on the collegiate level, but also they had a league called the Ironman League, and they used to battle, and they battled with us in state games in Hastings as well. And he was out here recently, and he talked about the same thing. It was more the basketball IQ. We were older and knew the game a little bit more, so we would always use some of the old school tactics and get under your skin, or and just we didn't talk much, but we just kind of knew the game, and we figured at some point, regardless how well you guys were playing, that eventually when the game was on the line, that pressure, I don't care what level, if you're playing at the professional level, collegiate, amateur level, but pressure is pressure, and we know towards the end that we're gonna turn the heat up a little bit on you guys, but they were always fun. We talk about it, laugh about it afterwards, but you guys wasn't afraid of us. I tell you that much.
Well, we learned from you guys not to be afraid of anybody on the basketball court nor the football court, the football field, as far as that goes. Henry, before we dive into this historic run with Nebraska, for the folks who may not be familiar with you, my co-host Nick Sainer is with me. Nick is 24 years old. And so wasn't even around when you were playing, but we have a lot of older listeners, my age as well, and your age, who do remember Henry T. Buchanan. But Henry, a lot of people don't know. There's some you're astute Nebraska fan would know, but there's many who don't know your journey before you got to Nebraska, which is just as fascinating to me as your career here at Nebraska in '86, '87. Would you let us know kind of what your career was, where you came from, what brought you to Nebraska to play for Coach Nee?
And I love telling this story, to be honest with you, AD. It was, it started in Muncie, Indiana, where I was born and raised, and I really didn't get a lot of opportunities in high school. I only played my junior, senior year, and I came off the bench on the JV my junior year. Senior year, I started maybe the first game and really became a bench warmer after that, and didn't really have a career in high school, but I was always known as one of your park legends, if you will, and I always kind of dominated and played tough in the parks, and everybody always wondered why I didn't get the opportunity or that much of opportunity in high school, and so things happened. I have my high school sweetheart, my ex-wife, Sissy, and we had Bryant, and so I had to make a decision. I was actually getting ready to go play for Wilberforce, a HBCU school out there in Xenia, Ohio, right outside Dayton, and the day before I signed, I get a call and Brian's on his way, and I had to come home and decide what I'm going to do. And the military came to mind. I have a family of military guys. My dad and all my uncles were military, and my dad was Air Force. And so I decided to join the military right out of high school and continue playing basketball, and really got noticed at my first Air Force base, at Hill Air Force Base in Utah. My Air Force coach, Frank Oley, who played against, actually guarded Jerry West. Jerry West played for, he played at West Virginia. I think it was at West Virginia, and my Air Force coach played at VMI and had to guard him. So he was good friends with Jerry West, and grew up in New York. So he grew up with Larry Brown, who was the KU coach at the time, Paul Westphal. He knew them all. And so he reached out to Larry Brown, actually. Larry Brown actually started communicating with me and wanted to take a look at me. And he called Coach Bargan. You know Gary Bargan?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yes. Yeah, so he called Coach Bargan at Hutchinson Community College in Kansas and said, "Hey, I'd like to take a look at this kid from the Air Force. He's about to ready to get out and I need a place for him to play. And do you have room for him?" And Coach Bargan's response, and I had him on another show, Bill Hooks, the Morning Hookup.
Billy Hooks.
He stated it. Yeah, that's my guy. And he said Larry Brown called him and talked about me, and I guess Coach Bargan's response was, "Can he play?" And that's all he said. And of course, Larry Brown trusted my Air Force coach and said, "Yes, Frank knows his game," and that's how I ended up at Hutchinson Community College, and actually supposed to go to KU. But when that didn't work out, D. Vick and I, matter of fact, Coach Nee had an offer at Nebraska, then turned it down, and he was going to take the Wichita State job, and then he decided to take the Nebraska job, and next thing you know, D. Vick and I are going on a visit, and Coach Bargan was coming along with us, and we didn't understand why Coach Bargan, we didn't need a chaperone in anything, and so we come to Big Red Country, and it was Anthony Bayless and Bernard Day was our host, and they took us out, and went to the old football party with Doug DeBose and Sandman and all the guys and all these football players, and we're hanging out, and the Devaney, we got a chance to visit the Devaney, and we went to for our visit. We had dinner at Misty's out there in Havelock and had one of those prime ribs, and I think between the Devaney Center and just, we love the facility, and to be honest, Devaney is the reason why we both picked Nebraska. So we went into this facility and said, "Man, and they said, they got great fans." So we said, "Man, I wouldn't mind playing here." And D. Vick said, D. Vick he had already visited K-State, and I had a couple more visits coming, but we said, "Man, we need to make a decision." And then we decided to come to Nebraska together. And the next thing you know it, Coach Bargan was on the staff. And we still Coach Nee tells a different story, but I think that was it was an indirect package deal. We didn't know it. We just wasn't part of it, but we ended up coming to Nebraska together with Coach Bargan, and then it's history. And we came in and got a chance to play with some current players. Brian Carr, he's from my hometown, Muncie, Indiana, and we ended up being in the backcourt together. And of course, you mentioned Bernard Day, Anthony Bayless, and Keith Newbert, and those guys, Bill Jackman, and
Clifford Scales,
Sealer, and all those guys. Yeah, Clifford Scales came the year after.
Yep.
This is our first year, and we signed with Jeff Reckaway, who we just beat in the national tournament at the National Junior College Tournament, and so he ended up joining us, and then he brought in Richard Van Pogies, and Rodney Curtis came from DC, a really good athlete, and Eric Johnson, Mini Microwave, transferred from Baylor, and that's before the transfer portal. So we had him sitting out that year, and that's how I ended up in Nebraska, and found out really quick. Now, here's a story that I've only told a couple of times. I grew up, of course, a Notre Dame fan, but I loved Oklahoma. And I remember watching the game of the century, Oklahoma and Nebraska, rooting for Oklahoma, and I couldn't stand Nebraska at the time. And I, because I remember Greg Pruitt and Joe Washington. I love their running backs. And I know Nebraska had Johnny Rogers who was showing out. I said, "Who is this guy?" Because first time I seen Nebraska play, but I seen Oklahoma play, so I was pretty excited about that. and never knew I was going to end up at Nebraska. And man, and I bleed the Big Red now. And I'm Cornhuskers is my life now, especially with the fans and the fanfare and things of that sort. And it's hard to beat. And speaking of fanfare, man, I just want to get a shout out to the volleyball team, man. They made us proud. And I know that was tough on them yesterday, but they made us proud. It was a phenomenal team, and Texas A&M just came to play, and it's you being an athlete yourself, you're going to have those nights, man, where you just haven't reached your peak. And I still say we're a better team, but the better team won that night yesterday, and but still kudos to them. They had a phenomenal season, and just wanted to make sure I gave them a shout out.
Henry, down in AZ, there's a lot of Nebraska fans down there. And a couple years ago, Swim, I had a chance to golf with Henry and Derek Vick. We had a great time. And on Henry's clubs, he still got the Nebraska logos on his golf clubs. With historically what's going on right now, Henry T, because you guys reached the Final Four, the NIT. There's a classic picture of you and Keith Newbert, who also played tight end at Nebraska. Yeah. There's a picture of you two in New York, and you're wearing suits. He's reading the paper. You're reading the paper. What did this mean to you as someone who left it all on the court to see the historic run by Nebraska? And I'll let Nick interject here to say.
Well, first and foremost, I'm proud of the Huskers, and I've been sticking with them since Coach Hoiberg. I'm a big fan of Coach Hoiberg and his basketball IQ and his coaching staff, Nate and Ernie and the rest. I mean, it starts there, and I am not surprised. Matter of fact, the last couple of years, and people don't realize they've won 20 games the last couple of years. I think some folks are still stuck on the first couple of years where he didn't get much from Coach Mao's team. I think he got one player when he took over, and so he's been building for then COVID hit. So he's been building, and I get there, and I get the chance every time I'm in Lincoln. I watch those guys practice. I see them up close and personal, and get to know them. And actually, I've always give Jamarcus Lawrence a hard time, even the first stint that he was here, and now that he came back is he's wearing number 10. I said, you got to make that number 10. You got to make that number 10 look good. I was before Ty Lue. Ty Lue just got it hung up in the rafters, but I was 10 before Ty Lue. So I give him a hard time, so he showed out and done his job against Illinois. Big time shot. It reminded me of the Jamar Johnson 3-pointer that beat KU at home. And Bo Reed's, and we can go on and not even counting the shot, the year that Cookie and Ty Lue beat KU at KU. I mean, it's at that level. Bo Reed brought that up in our alumni chat here just recently. So it's a beautiful thing right now and what we're witnessing. And let's give a shout out to Amy Williams as well. They're 11-0 as well and doing their thing, ranked 24th. It'd be interesting to see where these two teams are ranked today when they bring out the rankings. So I'm looking forward to that. And but it's historic, like you said, the largest winning streak in the history of the program. That's saying a lot, for the teams that the Denny Neese teams and actually just beat one of Denny Neese teams. Actually, the consecutive wins and we got two mid majors coming up. We should get those and go 13-0. I hope we do, and then Michigan State coming to town, and I'll be in town for that game. I'm not missing that game. I'm an Izzo fan too, so I'm coming back for that game, AD and Nick, and looking forward to that. But man, if people are not paying attention to what's going on with both programs, they need to wake up and get on board, man, because this is something special that's going on with the both basketball programs and what Coach Williams and Coach Hoiberg are both doing for the university, and they're doing a phenomenal job. And I don't miss any games. I watch both games and I don't miss them, fellas.
Henry T. Buchanan joins us on the Allo VIP line. VIP line brought to you by Allo Fiber. Henry T. Buchanan, my friend, here's a question for you. You mentioned earlier in the pressure, the best teams apply pressure throughout the entirety of the game. One thing that I noticed watching the game against Illinois on Saturday was, and Nebraska fans are going through this to where they have to consistently be proven wrong, that they think, all right, this is a fluke, right? Like, this is firmly their team. Now this is who Nebraska is. And I think we saw that over all 40 minutes of play on Saturday, where they jump out to a big lead in thanks to Price Sanford. But then in the second half, especially, Illinois would start to creep back and Nebraska would start to pull away again. Illinois would creep back and it was kind of a teeter-totter. Sure, Illinois came back and tied it up, but ultimately you can't hit the game-winning shot unless Nebraska put themselves in that position throughout the entirety of the game.
Absolutely. Well, it starts with that pressure defense, and I'm going to bring up Sam Hoiberg. He's one of my favorites, and he's a nightmare. I mean, when it comes from an offensive player being guarded by someone like that, strong, quick, anticipates very well, and he creates havoc.
Yeah.
Then you have Jamarcus Lawrence, who's right with him. He's 1B, who does. He does the same thing. It starts there, okay? Putting the pressure on the guards. Now, if you watch our defense, now statistically, Illinois shot 48%.
Yeah.
Which is pretty high. We shot 50, what did we shoot? 51%. Okay. People look at that and say it wasn't very good defense, but yes, it was. They made great shots, both teams. Big-time shots, especially Jamarcus Lawrence, of course. We have a team that only committed 6 turnovers.
Right.
That's unheard of.
Yeah, it is.
That's unheard of. 6 turnovers with 20 assists. They had only 8 turnovers with 18 assists. Unheard of. Those, if you look at the statistics, both teams are winners. They should have won, and it happened in one shot. So when you look at that and the pressure these kids were playing under, I mean the shot to tie it up there at the end, their center, the big lefty. Yes, I mean, when you watch this game and on the road, to do this on the road was special. And what this is doing, and what I love about Coach Hoiberg, he's still taking a day. You know, that game's over. He's already focused on North Dakota, and after North Dakota, we focus on New Hampshire, and then we have Michigan State Spartans at home. You got Izzo coming into town, which is always going to be a headache. So I just think they're doing it the right way, and the maturity. You know, we have upperclassmen that are getting it done, who's not afraid of the stage. They're not afraid to be on the road. I mean, when you got Price Sanford coming out on fire like that on the road, he's a junior. Goodness. I mean, he's not scared of nothing. I mean, hey, have anybody brought up? I mean, who's the big shooter we had the other year that we kept talking about last year? I mean, the lefty, the Japanese Steph Curry.
Oh yeah, Keisei Tominaga.
Yes. Hey, have you heard his name? Have you heard his name this year? I mean, these guys, we got shooters. And then we lost one of our best shooters, Connor, for the season. So, you know, we got guys who could put the ball in the bucket. You know, and I tell you, the key to our success right now is Rink Mass.
Yeah.
In what he's bringing to the table. You know, this guy can shoot it from outside. He can drive the basket. He can post you up. He bangs you. Burke, last game, this game, you know, he struggled a little bit offensively, but the game before he came out of the slump a little bit, but he'll be all right. Is he 100%? He's right there, but he'll be okay.
You know what?
But the kid, go ahead.
Go ahead, brother.
No, the kid that we're not talking about enough.
Please bring him up.
He didn't score this last time. Is Frager, man? Are you kidding me? A redshirt freshman. You know who he reminds me of? Bo Reed. Bo Reed was a redshirt freshman and came in and gave us great minutes like that and started some games who could put the ball in the bucket. And he's a mini Bo Reed, and I thoroughly enjoy him. I can tell you something about each player because I had the opportunity to watch these guys practice. Kel Jacobson is doing his thing, and you know who's going to get better and better as he play more and more. And he's almost 100%. And you found out a little bit about him just last game is Jared Garcia, the transfer from Tulsa.
Henry T.
I mean, this guy. Yeah, this guy is a big body. He can handle. He rebounds. He defends. He can shoot the three. I mean, dude, this team is loaded. I told Coach Hoiberg, I text him after every game and give him my feedback and my opinion of what I observe, and we both agree that, and I told him this is by far the most balanced offensively offensive team that I've seen him have since he's been there. And almost, if you think about it, I can't say this is the most talented team because that Coach Neese team with Pike and those guys that won that 26 game, Rich King, Tony Farmer, Carl Hayes, and DePriest Owens, and I mean, we were loaded talent-wise, but from a team that plays well and the depth that we have, where we have interchangeable parts, that we have no letdowns when we sub, you don't see that at this level because right now you got the transfer portal. And speaking of the transfer portal, that's why this team is so good because we're not losing our key players like other teams. We're keeping our key players and bringing in some replacements because Price Sanford was on his radar out of high school and he was trying to get him, but he decided to play with his brother at Iowa. We probably would have had him. So you think about that, the maturity that we have and the heart. And these kids play. If you watch them, they're never down, and they get it. I mean, this kid get it, and this team gets it. And I love watching them, and I hope you guys do too. I hope the fans who's listening, man. I mean, get those tickets, man, because they're getting hard to come by. I just called to try to get tickets from the ticket manager. She said, "I got you with one, but these tickets right now." I'm like, hold up, man. I had to call Coach Hoiberg. I hate bothering him for tickets, man. I'm trying to do it the right way, but I'm not to cut corners. I mean, I'm gonna have to name drop. I don't know, man, what's happening here. But I love it though, man. I mean, I love it, man. Being a Cornhusker, a former player and a fan now, and watching this success and. At the beginning of the season, I said we're going to finish in the middle to upper, and now, where we're at now, beating Wisconsin. People don't realize Wisconsin is a really, really good team, beating them at home and then going on the road, beating Illinois, and then see what happens to Michigan State. We got a great start because if you haven't been paying attention to the Big Ten, I say Michigan is still the number one team in the country. I know they have Arizona out here, number one, but good grief, man. If you watch Michigan play, man, oh my goodness, that's an NBA team. Yes, they are a problem. I mean, but all these teams are a problem, man. Oregon's getting healthy, so I know their record doesn't reflect that they'll be back. UCLA is UCLA. USC is USC. I mean, Michigan State, IU, they got a shooter on that team, hit 10, 11 3-pointers the other day. I mean, so it's going to be, it's a juggernaut right now. And but if we stay healthy for here on out, we'll finish in the top 5, if not the top 3 or 4. We'll get a bid, and if you heard it first, man, we're gonna win our first NCAA tournament game this year. But I don't want to put pressure on the kids and on the coaching staff. but I'm not Nostradamus, but I think this is the year, man. I mean, But watch this team. If they stay healthy, watch the way they play and their demeanor. They're never down. They're never too high. And they love playing with one another, and they love playing for Coach Hoiberg and that staff. And that defense is, oh, my goodness. I mean, I would just have to go one-on-one and clear it out. I mean, I don't know why teams don't do that. I mean, they are tough to score against. And then trying to score on Sam Hoiberg or even Jamarcus, I mean, you don't get by those two very often, and they're very physical. And hey, AD, Sam plays defense like you did. You kind of muscle me a little bit.
Hey, I figured if I can give you enough kidney shots and liver shots and just be quick on the feet, but you had that step back that was impossible to block because you would come down with your shoulder and you would lean, so I would try to lean on you, but then you would step back and you created that space. Yeah. Let me say this real quick, Henry. You mentioned Garcia, and I know you're old enough to remember. Nick, you may not have heard of this, but there's an old saying called "a message to Garcia," and it's a core story, and it's a true story. And I'm going to bring it up. During the Spanish-American War, President McKinley needed to get a message to a General Garcia.
We still talking about basketball.
Oh, yeah.
This all works together.
This works out. It works out. See, you're young. You got to let it marinate for a second. You got to let it marinate. So an Army officer named Lieutenant Andrew Rowan was given the task. He didn't ask why. He didn't ask what if. He didn't get to say what's the purpose. He didn't complain. You know what he did? He just delivered the goods. Execution beats excuses. That's what Nebraska's Garcia did late in the game. He came off the bench. He didn't ask any questions. He had key rebounds. He had key free throws. He had key points. He just simply executed. And he was one of those. Think about it, big bro. We have a lot of Garcia-type mentalities on this team. You mentioned Frager. Of course, we can't forget about Sandiford, who was just absolutely unconscious. But there's so many guys that aren't asking any questions. They're just simply executing.
They know their role. They're playing their role. And nobody gets their head down. I mean, he played 8 guys. They play, Kendall Blue, who's a transfer from St. Thomas, who's a starter for them, and realizing, 6'6" point guard that is struggling to find playing time because Sam and Jamarcus is playing so well, and Kel Jacobson, what he did in the Crown tournament last year really catapulted him to where he's at now, and he always giving us valuable minutes. This team is these guys. I mean, when you have and most teams do not have upperclassmen like we do. Most of these teams, whether they're the the Blue Bloods, they got one and dones. They're out of there. They got a new team next year. These transfer portals, they're all over the place, and mainly they're getting several transfer portals players on these teams, and what's happening is it's tough to build that chemistry. And then with Jamarcus Lawrence, going to Rhode Island and coming back, he already knew the system. You got Sam, who's been in the system, Rink Mass, who's been in the system. Burke, I know it's his second year, but he got a year under his belt. The only person that's new, that's playing well, that's integral right now is Price Sanford, that came from Iowa. But with shooting like that, and we don't give him enough credit. If you take a shot away, he's dropping you off at the bucket. I mean, this guy, and then he pulled up mid range, so he's scoring at all 3 levels now. And so that when you're a triple threat like that, Jamarcus is a triple threat. He pulls up a mid-range and shoots the 3 and gets to the bucket. Sam is doing his thing. When he penetrates, he's penetrate with a purpose and not getting in there and getting lost. He's going there either putting it up or finding the open man like he did.
The game winner.
In his last game. Yeah. So think about that. These guys are – the basketball Q is out of this world, the way these kids play. And they are a direct reflection of Coach Hoiberg, who's an offensive genius. Nate is a defensive genius. And if you like defense, watch how they rotate. Watch how they trap the ball and make it difficult for you. They know where you're going to throw the ball. So if your 3-point shot is not – if you're not shooting 50+% from the 3-point line, you're going to lose against us because we're going to make you work. Every shot's going to be tough, and it's going to be contested because we got enough athletes and speed to recover on defense, and you're seeing that, and nobody takes time off on defense or offense because you have to be in shape too. And that's one thing we prided ourselves with Coach Nee is that we were in phenomenal shape. So if it was a close game, nine times out of 10, we're going to win it at the end because our endurance and our pace and everything never stopped. We kept bringing it, and that wears teams out. And when you're chasing someone, I heard Kendall Gill tell a story about Reggie Miller chasing him around. He said it was unbelievable running and chasing this guy, and it takes your offense away. So that's what's happening with guys who's guarding Price, and they're switching, and he's wearing them out because he's in phenomenal shape. So you got to give that credit to our strength and conditioning coach. That these guys are not only great basketball players and basketball minds, they're in phenomenal shape, and that's going to when Big Ten, as we get in the heart of the Big Ten, that's going to be in our favor, especially right now because our first 5 games are tough. And when you got your first 3 games, Wisconsin, Illinois, and then Michigan State, man, I mean, and not to say Rutgers and Penn State, Northwestern, these guys are doormats. They are just as competitive as anyone else. And Washington comes back and beat USC, and Penn State's won a couple of games. I mean, it's Northwestern got the returning leading scorer of the Big Ten just came back. So it's 18 teams, man, and any team can win. But I always say you protect home and still a couple on the road. So we protected home already, stole one on the road. okay, we got to protect home again against Michigan State. And Coach Izzo, like I said, he's one of the best coaches of all time.
Folks, Henry T. Buchanan. Henry, we can't thank you enough for calling in, man. Akam Udofia texted. He goes, man, Henry loved talking basketball.
Absolutely, all night long, baby. Especially Huskers.
Hey, yes. Hey, me and EU and the boys, man, I can start playing again in January. Big bro, I'm going to let you know when I'm coming down to play golf, man.
Yeah, come on out and get D. Vic.
Nice.
D. Vic's gotten a little bit better, man, but I think he tells he's better than he really is. So,
Oh,
Nick, you can come too.
Okay, yeah. No. Golf in Arizona might be nice. That must be nice. Yeah. Must be nice.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
we have fun, Nick. Trust me.
Henry T, how about this? This has been the biggest thing that I said last week, and now it's even more enjoyable to do this week. So you said it, and so I'll take your quote about how you feel like Nebraska will beat North Dakota and New Hampshire. So hypothetically speaking, going into Michigan State, Nebraska would be 13-0. They'll have 18 regular season games left. For a 25-5 season, you got to go 13-5 or 13-5 in your remaining 18 games. There's some exciting things around the corner, my friend.
Absolutely, and take care of home. And I don't think our fans are going to allow us to lose at home.
Nope.
I mean, we got people always say that they got the best fans in the world. Man, they can't compete with the Huskers, man. They can't compete. Win, lose, or draw, man. The fans are there. They're loyal. And I tell everybody, we have a 10-point cushion every home game just because of our fans.
Sure.
Because they're not going to let you let yourself down.
Right.
And once you get them involved, which they're always involved. I mean, somebody named the top best places or toughest places to play. Hey, Nebraska wasn't in that top 10, but I bet you we're 11. We get ready to creep in there because nobody wants to come to Nebraska. The Pinnacle Bank, I'm still a Devaney Center type of guy because that's where I played at. But man, the Pinnacle Bank is phenomenal, man. And when it's rocking, it's rocking. So I'm looking forward to. I'll be at the Michigan State game, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to come back to Lincoln. I'm looking forward to the weather. It's 80s right now here, and I'm hearing it's pretty cold there, so I'm not looking forward to that.
It sounds like we need to get you in on the show on that Friday morning because we'll be here Friday morning, and we got a lot to talk about on that January 2nd.
Okay, well, y'all let me know.
I'll hit you up.
AD, just give me a text a call, man. And,
I definitely will.
Because I am working. It's a work vacation, but I'll make some time, though.
Big bro, love you. Appreciate you, man. Safe travels. We'll see you soon, man. All right.
Are you tired of living in pain? At Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, they make it simple. From head to toe, spine to extremities, they've got you covered. Their multi-specialty team of experts in orthopedic surgery, plastic surgery, podiatry, physical therapy, and occupational therapy all work under one roof to get you back to living life pain-free. Don't wait another day. Visit prairie-ortho.com today or call them at 402-489-4700. Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, where healing begins.
Did you know that deer collisions are covered under the comprehensive portion of your car insurance? That means, like with hail damage or vandalism, since they are out of your control, they don't usually raise your insurance rates. And that's a good thing, since most deer don't carry liability insurance. At Eustace Body Shop, we fixed all kinds of animal collision damage, from cows to raccoons, bobcats, and even turkeys. We can't do much for the animal, but we can get your car back on all fours and looking like new again.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
At Koppel, during the holidays, we take time to cherish our terrific staff, community, and loyal customers that continue to drive that money-saving mile to Louisville, Nebraska. Hi, this is Sean Callahan. I can proudly say I bought my car at Koppel. If you are in the area, I invite you to stop by Koppel Chevrolet GMC's offices in Louisville or check them out online at koppelcars.com. On behalf of Koppel Chevrolet GMC, Merry Christmas and safe travels to all.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
Back Nine Golf in South Lincoln is the premier indoor golf experience in the state. The weather in the winter months is cold, windy, and as unpredictable as a tee shot on the 450-yard par 4. With top-of-the-line full-swing simulators and a PGA TG professional, Back Nine Golf is there to help you improve your game and lower your score. Back Nine Golf is open to the public with 24/7 access for members. Learn about Back Nine's variety of memberships today and see the facility for yourself at 7501 South 15th Street in Lincoln, just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Back Nine Golf, your premier indoor golf and events destination.
Now back to the drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainer, sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We back. Mendoza. I'm not going to do it, Swim. I just wanted to say that. The look on your face right there, like, are you freaking kidding me, AD?
Yeah, we gotta be more mature.
So like returning people's text messages. Since you wanted to bring it up on the break, you wanted to bring it up in the team room.
Do you want to know why? You sent me,
and then I clarified
you copy and pasted a rundown from last week
because I was working out at the same time,
and so
I was multitasking.
So you were doing something while you texted.
I was still thinking about you while I was doing it. So you just let me hang it. Since you want to bring it back up again, since you want to get your big boy britches on, we're gonna do the dang thing. See, I texted you at 8:08 yesterday morning. I did not hear from you until I called you this morning at 7.
I'm not denying that.
7:35, I called you. 24 hours went by, and I texted you, still didn't hear anything. And then I was like, maybe the dude's not okay. I was like, did he make the flight back? Do I need to make alternative, plans to go? Who's going to be, my
It's a good thing. It's a good thing I had my ringer on this morning because I didn't have my phone next to me. It was out in the living room.
There's always an excuse, my phone's in the living room.
I'm sitting by there. I was in a different room, and my phone was in a different room because I don't need my phone next to me 24/7. And so
when you mean it, because you didn't return to me for 24 hours.
But it was 23. And so it's sitting out there in the living room, and all of a sudden 23. I know you want to know what actually went through my mind. I thought, AD, you said phone call from Aaron Davis, and I thought, oh man, this is one of two things. Either I'm going to get yelled at because I haven't replied to a text that I forgot to reply
I didn't do that, did I? What did I be honest?
And
be honest.
I said, okay, now Nick, you have to sound awake when you answer this phone call. You have to sound awake. Sound awake. So I answered the phone. Hey, what's up, AD? Hey, Swim, just wanted to see if you're okay. Haven't heard from you.
Yeah, I just want to make sure I saw you back in time. I said, dude, and I said, dude, I totally get it.
Yeah, but then you come publicly shamed.
No, it wasn't until the break room right there.
No, what do you call the first segment?
What's that?
What do you call the first segment?
First segment, I just wanted to make sure you was good. I was like, man, my dog ain't hit me back since yesterday. I mean, I haven't heard back from you. DF, I'm with you. DF said, I haven't heard from Swimming Days. Thomas and Lincoln, I appreciate you,
Hold on. Actually, I sent a video in our group chat
on Saturday.
On Friday afternoon.
That's even worse.
Of me throwing horns down to the Longhorns.
You're walking the dog.
As I was walking, and I didn't get a reply.
And that was don't. I did reply. I put a smiley face on there, and I did.
I did not know that you did.
I think it's a generational thing.
Oh, please. Yeah.
Please
tell me. Please walk me through it.
Eric says so Nick is fake with 82.
Oh, Eric. Yeah. Go ahead, Eric.
Oh,
you have plenty of room to talk. Hope you had a good birthday.
Folks, it was a treat. We're going to come back with 80 attitude adjustment, but it was a treat to have Henry T because this team, Nick, all due seriousness, man, this is uncharted waters for the program.
Yeah.
And to your point, I mean, they've got a significant opportunity, a huge opportunity to continue doing things that have never been done in Nebraska basketball history. And when Henry brought up Sam, there's a lot of truth to that, man. The dude, you would love if he was on your team. You would hate playing against him because he's such a nuisance. And he's a catalyst. He gets things going, man.
Yeah, when I was playing YMCA micro basketball, that's how they would categorize me. A nuisance on defense. I was just a nuisance.
Your coach called you a nuisance or the other team?
Both, everybody. You hate it if you're playing against me. Loved if I was on your team.
So you're the Dennis Rodman of Pius X?
I was the yeah, something like that. Yeah. Benny Parker of the Nebraska Lions.
Nick, here's something interesting, man. College basketball, there are only 7 undefeated teams left. Duke, Michigan. Look at Austin over there. Duke,
Blue Bloods,
Michigan,
Blue Bloods,
Iowa State.
Not quite a Blue Blood,
but relevant most years.
Very relevant.
Arizona.
Okay, really relevant.
Maryland.
Pretty relevant.
Vanderbilt.
No.
And Nebraska.
There we are.
7 teams undefeated. To even see our logo on this graphic with those other teams, with an exception of Vandy, it's just mind-blowing.
The best part is they'll be undefeated until January 2nd, and they'll probably be undefeated after January 2nd.
I just want to beat North Dakota coming up.
Yeah, you're terrified.
No, I'm not terrified. I'm an old school guy. I'm day-tight compartments. Who's the next person we play? That's all I'm worried about.
So you wouldn't call yourself a futuristic thinker?
Not when it comes to games. Okay. You got to play the game in front of you. You start getting too futuristic, before you know, you messed up the present. You got to be in the now. North Dakota's the only thing on their mind right now. That's it.
Okay.
That's it. I want North Dakota on your mind like you were on my mind yesterday and for the whole weekend.
Okay, well, I appreciate that.
We'll be back.
Make Hog Wild the centerpiece of your holiday meal. Pre-order a 4-pound boneless ham for $50, a 12-pound whole smoked turkey, or a 4-pound turkey breast for $55. A complete meal includes your choice of a whole turkey or turkey breast, mashed potatoes and gravy, stuffing, green beans or corn, and a dozen rolls for $130. Pre-order online at GoHogWild.com soon. Quantities are limited. All weights are approximate before cooking. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
If you or anyone you care about is facing a family legal matter, call Cordell & Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL or visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
There's a lot on the line in divorce. This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. Divorce touches all areas of your life, your home, savings, retirement, and of course, kids. So when you find yourself facing divorce, you need a partner you can count on. Visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
If you or anyone you care about is facing divorce, contact Cordell & Cordell today. With over 100,000 clients served, we understand the challenges you're facing on a personal level. Call Cordell & Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL. That's 1-855-GET-LEGAL. 1221 N Street, Lincoln.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio, video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between, we'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
The holidays are here, and there's every reason to make Tipsy Tina's Taco Cantina part of your plans. Are you heading to a Nebraska basketball game? Stop at Tipsy Tina's before or after for delicious tacos. Meeting friends for drinks for an ugly sweater get-together? Enjoy Tipsy Tina's variety of margaritas. And if you're not sure about what to get for a gift this year, Tipsy Tina's gift cards are always a great idea. Don't forget about the event space at Salt next door to Tipsy Tina's, all of them located in the Haymarket at 8th and Q.
Make your next event unforgettable with Grazing Gouda, your local artists and experts in charcuterie and grazed tables. From boardrooms to ballrooms, they turn gatherings into experiences with stunning spreads of artesian cheeses, cured meats, fresh fruits, and gourmet bites. Perfect for corporate luncheons, weddings, parties, or any celebration that deserves a wow moment. They handle the details, you take the compliments. Book your graze table today at GrazingGouda.com. Grazing Gouda, because every event deserves to be savored.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mostly sunny skies with a light breeze.
an afternoon high around 50. Tonight, clear skies, calm winds, low around 27. And tomorrow, we'll see partly sunny skies, light winds, and mild temperatures, an afternoon high near 55. I'm meteorologist Kyle Tucker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Rick Heyman here from Sauter Heyman Jewelers. I want to personally thank our great customers for voting us once again the best of Lincoln. At the same time, we're celebrating our 120th year in business in the great state of Nebraska. You can count on Sauter Heyman for the very best quality, value, and customer service. When it comes to your jewelry needs, visit us at South Point, Grand Island, and the Outlet in downtown Lincoln. Visit us today at SauterHeyman.com, and thank you for your continued trust after all these years.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
Are you tired of living in pain? At Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, they make it simple. From head to toe, spine to extremities, they've got you covered. Their multi-specialty team of experts in orthopedic surgery, plastic surgery, podiatry, physical therapy, and occupational therapy all work under one roof to get you back to living life pain-free. Don't wait another day. Visit prairie-ortho.com today or call them at 402-489-4700. Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, where healing begins. Back Nine Golf in South Lincoln is the premier indoor golf experience in the state. The weather in the winter months is cold, windy, and as unpredictable as a tee shot on the 450-yard par 4. With top-of-the-line full-swing simulators and a PGA teaching professional, Back Nine Golf is there to help you improve your game and lower your score. Back Nine Golf is open to the public with 24/7 access for members. Learn about Back Nine's variety of memberships today and see the facility for yourself at 7501 South 15th Street in Lincoln, just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Back Nine Golf, your premier indoor golf and events destination.
Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainer. Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, welcome back to The Drive on this magnificent sunny Monday. Obviously, kind of a quick week recap, if you would. Ladies basketball takes care of Illinois State on yesterday, 85-40. Women's volleyball, of course, drops in 5 sets, 3-2. Made a valiant effort to get back into the game. Texas A&M proved to be too much. Tip my hat to DBK and the team. They had a heck of a season, 33-1. And just Rebecca Alec, of course, losing her. I forget the other senior we're losing. Nick, help me out.
Taylor Landfair. Maisie Bozinger.
Taylor Landfair, Maisie Bozinger. So an amazing career for those gals. Obviously, you wanted that natty. Nothing to hang their head down about, but being the competitors they are. I know they've got a lot of frustration still yet this morning. They made all of us Husker proud, made the nation stand up and look and take notice. Nebraska volleyball has made a huge push for volleyball around the country. As far as the popularity, you go back to the game outside Memorial Stadium, 90,000 plus watching that game. So congratulations on a great season. Of course, the men take care of Illinois. Last second shot by DeMarcus Lawrence, 83-80. Take on North Dakota is their next matchup as well. And it's great to have Henry T. Buchanan, Nebraska legend, on the air breaking down this historic run by Nebraska basketball.
It's really cool. Elsewhere, and we're going to have to dive into this a little bit tomorrow. I don't know if you saw this about an hour ago. Tulane football announced that John Sumrall, their former head coach, is going to be giving a $100,000 donation back to the Tulane NIL fund. How about that?
he's donating 100 G's to where it's basically called Coach John Summerall and family make $100,000 gift to support Coach Will Hall, who is the new Tulane coach. And it says the Green Wave Talent Fund. So how about that? The old coach for Tulane, John Summerall, who's now going to be the head coach at Florida after Tulane's done in the playoff, makes a $100,000 gift to the Tulane Green Wave Fund.
Wow.
That's wild to think about.
You can do it now.
But
man.
hey, also really, really commendable too, and pretty cool to see, because it just goes to show that like some of those group of 5 spots, they understand it's not their jobs aren't, destination jobs. And John Summerall, there's a lot of love and a lot of care, obviously, for Tulane, but Florida was too tough for him to turn down. And speaking of Florida, quarterback DJ Lagway entered the portal this morning.
There's going to be a lot more of that going in as January 2nd comes in. Bill and Bennett, day by day, game by game. Yes, indeed, baby. Game by game, day by day. Folks, the AD attitude adjustment for you is this. The meantime can be a mean time in the meantime as you're waiting. But don't miss this truth, folks. It's in the middle, the waiting, the uncertainty, the not yet. It's when your mettle is made. It's in the middle where you develop resolve, resilience, and endurance. Folks, I share the story quite a bit. Man, right before my back surgery, I had some very, very dark nights, but I had to remind myself it was in the meantime that you develop the mettle to get to the side. So your attitude in the middle determines your altitude at the finish. Swim, great show. Tomorrow we'll talk a lot of NFL. My Pittsburgh Steelers take on Jake's Miami Dolphins tonight. We'll see what happens. Folks, stay tuned. It's The Drive, 937.
When equipment breaks down and operations come to a halt, every single second counts. So why is your maintenance team spending 60